Hare Krishna, how you guys doing? Today I'm putting up a video about Willow Smith and Jahnavi. They made an album. In my previous video, I had commented on the song they collabed on called Surrender. And I mentioned that I hoped that they would do more music together. And in that video, I was appreciating how Willow was getting into mantra music, and you could hear the songs she was singing really from a deep place. In today's video, we actually showcase their latest album and an interview she had with Shetty, where she speaks for herself in terms of her experiences with bhakti yoga, with mantra music, and where she intends to go with this genre of music. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and give us a like on the video and share the videos with your friends. So without wasting time, let's jump into the video.
Hey everybody! The real difference is bringing that ancient vibration to it that isn't just coming from me. It's coming from generations and generations of deeply spiritual individuals who have carried this on. And I think, you know, feeling that is the biggest difference for me, because it's not just me coming up with something.
Tell us about your journey towards wanting to do more, even more healing, devotional music that you felt is going to help people this year, because this collaboration you both created this year was truly wanting to help people
100%.
with the pain that everyone's been going through. So tell us a bit about your journey to that over the last, decade.
Ooh, it's a lot. I mean, I don't want to go into like my whole life story, but I mean, is that what
We're listening.
Should I do that, or should I?
Wherever your heart wants to go. We're with you. We're with you the whole way. Whatever you genuinely feel like sharing from the heart.
Totally.
Yeah.
So my first interest in, the lifestyle of just integrity and spirituality and meditation, I was introduced to that at a very young age. My mother had a bunch of beautiful art pieces and books about Hindu gods and goddesses. And I would just sit on the floor of her meditation room and just like look at these beautiful photos and read, about the sentiments of these gods and goddesses. And from a very young age, I was so encapsulated by that and so inspired by that. And, fast forward to, me doing all the With My Hair stuff and being a pop star and having to realize that that's not the content that I wanted to put out into the world. That's not really the person that I wanted to be. And that was a really difficult decision to make.
What made you realize that?
I would go out and I would be with peers, like kids my age, and I would just be stopped and constantly, oh, that's the girl from With My Hair. Oh, can you da-da-da? And I just saw my other friends being able to live and being able to have experiences and being able to make mistakes and not have the whole world know what's going on with them. And so that kind of made me think, like, is this really truly the life that I want to be living? Like, I want to actually live. I don't just want to be like a caricature for the world to look at, So that took a lot of courage to just say, you know what, I'm not going to continue. There were a lot of people who had invested in me. There were projects that were already paid for, scripts that were already written that I had to go back on. I'm surprised that I didn't get sued. It was a crazy time. But through that, I was like, okay, now that I'm free of this lifestyle that I don't want to live, now what's the lifestyle I want to live? And so I was so confused. I kind of went into just a spiral of just like depression, desperation. I was self-harming. I was hanging out with people that were just wrong for me. And that lasted for about 2 to 3 years. And then I started realizing this is psychotic, literally. Like, I have to stop doing this. This is not the person I want to be either. So I was like, okay, I hadn't been recording music during that time. So I was like really in the dark, like no creative outlet, no.
You weren't doing anything creative?
No, I was really just in the dark. in the darkness, I should say. And so then I started kind of coming out of my shell and trying to get back into the studio, which felt so like weird and daunting because I was like, what do I make? Like, am I gonna go back and just be like, hey, like, what am I gonna do? You know what I mean? So like the first song that I had put out was called Sugar and Spice. You could probably find it somewhere, but it was a Radiohead loop. And I remember just listening to that and going, I think I can continue. Like that little spark of like inspiration was just like, ooh, like I think I'm coming back. Yeah. And so, you know, ever since then, I've just been kind of digging more into that. And as I've gone deeper, just over that time of just, you know, trying different types of music out, learning how to play the guitar, I just really realized that I just want to be in service. The only thing that makes, you know, having this lifestyle worth it, and for me to feel like I have a purpose at all and to not fall back into that dark spiral, was making music that I felt would inspire people and that I felt would be in service to others. And that's really the only reason why I feel like I got out of that dark place, because people would come to me and tell me, you know, that they were in that same dark space that I was and that my voice brought them out of that. And that would just bring me so much joy and just make me feel like I had a purpose. Like there's a reason why I have all of these resources and why, you know, people are looking at me and why I'm in the tabloids and all of this. And so it just gave me a reason. And this is just expanding on that reason. And I'm just so excited to continue to expand that reason and to grow that reason and help that reason spread to others. Whew.
Thank you for
That is
sharing
beautiful.
that.
Thank you for so much for sharing
yeah,
that. That is
was-
beautiful. Like, that's phenomenal. It's amazing how you came to that conclusion for yourself, that service was where you wanted to be. And that's at the heart of devotional music.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time, all together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Yeah.
I want it to continue and I want to keep nourishing that.
Yeah.
Because just through this music, I've found such a deep love for just the bhakti tradition in
Yeah.
general. And I'm just so excited to just dive deeper into that and learn more and just broaden my horizon
Yeah.
in that devotional sense.
What's different about creating devotional music for you from your perspective? And then Jahnavi, from yours, like almost going the other way and like, oh, now we're creating something a bit newer to what I'm used to.
Yeah. You know, my lyrics that, you know, in the Willow album and in Ardipithecus, my first album, you know, I talk a lot about duality. I talk a lot about spirit. I talk a lot about, you know, cycles. I have a song that's called Cycles on my first album. The language is very modern And what I love about Sanskrit is that it's deeper than language. And I think the real difference is bringing that ancient vibration to it that isn't just coming from me. It's coming from generations and generations of deeply spiritual individuals who have carried this on. And I think, you know, feeling that is the biggest difference for me, because it's not just me coming up with something.
Wow.
Powerful.
That's really powerful. Yeah, that's incredible to think of it like that. Everyone who's listening or watching, I'm hoping that this is encouraging you to connect with like-hearted people, connect with and collaborate with people that you're close to, because when you can be yourself and you don't have to apologize by asking for permission to say something or expressing who you are, and you welcome that. I think that's the kind of community that we're all looking for, where people just try.
Is it right to say sadhu sangha? Is that it?
Yeah. Oh, there we
Sadhu
go.
sangha.
Pulling it out.
Breaking out the Sanskrit.
Yes.
Yeah. So sadhu sangha, for those who don't know, Willow's now going to give the definition. No.
Is,
Gonna give a
Yeah, go-
you wanna,
no,
okay,
no, I'd love
is
for you to explain it.
basically your spiritual family, you know, the like-minded individuals around you that facilitate your growth towards pure love for God. And that's fire in my eyes.
Yeah.
I want to do a mic drop.
Exactly. Yes.
Now rise, begin. Time to awaken and ask why and when. Don't hide from the questions that rise deep within. I can't go round again. I can't go round again. Jago. I can't go round again. I can't go round again, Jago. Now, here, be still. Let go of the things that I thought were real. The veil slipped and now I can see. I can't go round again, Jago. I can't go round again, Jago. Thank you.
Yes, I've been cultivating a yoga practice for about, I want to say, 2 years, year and a half.
We see those posts.
Yeah. I want to
That's
say
on
2
point.
years or a year and a half. And, you know, another thing, aside from meditation that I try to do daily, sometimes it doesn't happen. I read every day. Right now I'm reading Inner Engineering by Sadhguru, so that's something that I've been putting my time into every day. So whether it's, you know, literature, yoga, or meditation, one of those things is happening every day. So I'm just like Jahnavi said, I truly believe that that consistency and that repetition is what's needed in order to get into a state where it is second nature, where you don't have to think about it anymore, where it's habitual.
Part of you.
Exactly. And that's where I'm trying to be. That's where I'm striving to.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes. Woo! That's a feeling. I like that feeling.